Hi guys, it's Coach Claudia from Novato Gymnastics.
And today we are going to learn how to safely do bridges at home. But first, make sure your hair is up and out of your face. Second, make sure your body is properly warmed up and stretched. And third, make sure you're wearing appropriate workout clothing. Let's aim for 10 to 15 minutes of movement to warm our muscles up and get our hearts pumping. You can run, jump, go on a bike ride. You can play a game of tag with your siblings, or even take your dog on a walk. When you feel your body is fully warmed up, it is very important that you take the time to properly stretch.
We are going to start with some arm circles going backwards 5 times. Now 5 times forward. And crisscross. And clap in front and behind. Now some monkeys. Now bring your feet hip distance apart and make sure your shoulders, hips, and feet are all facing forward. Place one hand on your hip, the other one goes up and over like you're pointing up towards the ceiling. Hold for 10 and then place the other hand on your hip, other hand up and over, and hold for 10 more seconds. Come back up to rocket body, arms are glued to your ears, knees are together, feet are together, and slowly press down into a squat. We are going to slowly come up onto our toes and slowly press back down to flat feet 5 times, trying to balance without using our hands. We are keeping our knees and ankles glued together, and remember, the slower the better. Now we're going to sit up tall in our pike and we're going to point and flex 5 times while maintaining a flat back and straight legs. With pointed toes, we're going to place one hand on each side of our pike and we're going to slide our hands forward and back 5 times. On the last one, we're going to reach as far as we can with straight legs and pointed toes, and we're going to pull our chest down as far as we can without bending our legs. Now we're going to do the same thing, except this time we're going to try it with flexed feet. Slide forward and back 5 times, and on the last one, we're going to hold for 5 more seconds. Come on up and bring your legs into a straddle. Sit up nice and tall. Make sure your knees are facing up, toes are pointed, and feet turned out. Place one hand down in front of you, the other one goes up and over. You're looking under your armpit towards the ceiling. We're holding for 10 seconds without moving our legs. Come back up to center. Now place the other hand down. Other hand goes up and over. We're looking under our armpit towards the ceiling and holding for 10 more seconds. Keeping your legs where they are, you're going to come up and twist your body towards your left leg and place one hand on each side of your left leg. We are going to slide forward and back 5 times. On the last one, we're going to hold for 10 seconds. Come back up to center and repeat on the other side. Slide forward and back 5 times. On the last one, reach and hold for 10 more seconds. Still in a straddle, place both hands in front of you and bring your elbows down and up 5 times. On the last one, we're going to hold. If you're able to, try and slide out even further. I'm sliding all the way out into a pancake and holding for 10 seconds. Sit up tall, bring your feet together. We are going to push our knees down towards the ground and bring our forehead to our toes and hold for 10 seconds. This is called a butterfly. Come on up and slide your feet into a diamond. Push your knees down and bring your forehead to the carpet this time. Hold for 10 more seconds. Come up onto your knees with your feet under your bottom, hands on your legs, slide and flip so that the tops of your hands are flat on the carpet. After 10 seconds, we're going to come back up and flip our hands over. Slide them onto the carpet and hold for 10 more seconds. This time, the palms of our hands should be on the carpet with our fingers facing our knees. Roll out your wrists, and we're going to do 5 firecrackers. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 open, close. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to go up and down with just our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now onto shoulders. Sitting in a tuck, you're going to place your hands on the ground. Fingers are facing away from you. Careful not to let your shoulders roll forward. You want to bring your shoulders up and back so that you open your chest. And slide your bottom forward as far as you can. Here it is one more time from a different angle. Sit back up in your tuck, and you're going to flip your hands so that they are facing towards you. You're going to bend your elbows straight back, and when you're ready, you're going to slide your bottom forward. Remember to keep your chest open by rolling your shoulders up and back. Here it is one more time from a different angle. Come back up to your straddle. I'm going to place my left hand behind my left leg. My right arm is going to reach up diagonally over the left side of my body, while pushing my hips up at the same time. Swing your right arm behind your right leg, push your hips up, and left hand is now reaching diagonally towards the right side of your body. Let's do this 5 times on each side. I know this stretch is a little confusing, so I'm going to show it one more time in a different angle. Left hand is going to be flat behind your left leg, and you're going to reach your right arm diagonally over the left side of your body. Now right arm is flat behind your right leg, and left arm is going to reach diagonally to the right side of your body. Each time you reach, you're pushing your hips up so that your bottom comes off the ground. Flip over onto your tummy, squeeze your buns, and push up tall. We're going to hold a seal for 10 seconds. Push to one side and hold. I like to pretend we are mermaids or merdudes, whatever you want to be. After 10 seconds, come back to center and push to the other side. Come back to center and take a quick break. We're going to push up into a seal one more time and bring your toes to your head. This is called a circus seal. Flip onto your back. Passing through a candlestick, we're going to bring our feet over our head with straight legs. Feet are together and we're holding for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, bring your feet apart and bend your legs. Bring your feet back together and slowly walk them to one side. For this one, you can keep your legs straight or you can bend them for a deeper stretch. Come back to center and slowly walk your feet to the other side. For the last stretch, flip on over onto your hands and knees. Starting in a table, you're going to push your armpits towards the ground, keeping your ribs in.
almost like a cat or dog stretching. At Novato Gymnastics, we take pride in doing safe gymnastics.
Before jumping into our bridges, let's make sure we have our bridge prerequisites down.
This helps ensure that we are strong enough to safely do bridges at home. The first exercise we're going to practice is a shoulder bridge, starting on your back with your legs bent
and feet parallel. Squeeze your buns and push your hips up and come back down. We are going to repeat this 10 times, and on the last one, we are going to hold for 10 seconds. These are slow, controlled movements.
Next up is our table bridge. Start by sitting in a tuck with your feet parallel, hands flat behind you with your fingers facing towards your body. Push your hips all the way up to a flat table and slowly come back down. Repeat this 10 times, and on the last one, hold for 10 seconds. And finally, we have a reverse plank.
Start by sitting in a pike with your toes pointed. Hands are flat behind you with your fingers facing away from your body, and you're going to push your hips up and slowly come back down 10 times. On the last one, hold for 10 seconds.
Now we can finally start talking about our bridges, starting with our feet and leg alignment. When you are first learning how to do a bridge, your legs do not have to be together. You want your knees aligned with your ankles, and your feet can be facing forward, or they can be slightly turned out. Notice how when our feet turn in, our knees also come out of alignment. We do not want that.
Now let's talk hand and arm placement.
You want your hands flat by your ears with your fingers facing towards your shoulders. Elbows should be pointing straight up towards the ceiling and aligned with your wrists. Notice how my elbows are not aligned with my wrists. We do not want that. Here is a mistake I commonly see when people are first learning how to do bridges. Notice my elbows pointing straight out. We call these chicken wings. We don't want those. It's harder to keep flat hands when you have chicken wings. You're going to hear me say rock and roll a bunch of times. We want to rock and roll after every couple bridges. To rock and roll, start in a tuck, grab your knees, round your back, and rock back
and come back up. This is like rolling out your wrists, except it's for your back. Here it is one more time from a different angle.
Now onto elevated bridges. This just means your feet are on top of something. This also helps prevent back strains and focuses more on the shoulders. Here, I'm starting with my feet on top of a panel mat with my feet facing forward. I'm scooting my bottom all the way up against the mat.
And I'm double checking that my feet and knees are in a straight line. Hands next to your ears, elbows straight up, pushing my hips up towards the sky and head off the ground. I'm keeping a neutral head and eventually straightening my legs. Here, I'm just holding a bridge for 10 seconds. If you are unable to push up into a bridge without assistance, stop and go back to your bridge prerequisites. Now on to bridge rockers. We're going to do the same thing, except this time, when we are up in our bridge, we are going to slowly bend and straighten our legs. This helps with our shoulder flexibility. Our armpits will go forward and back. After 10 bridge rockers, go ahead and rock out your back. Next, we have bridge push-ups. We're going to do 10 bridges where we just push up into a bridge and slowly come back down. After 10, make sure you rock out your back one more time. Now, we're ready to add it all together and try it on a flat surface. If you are unable to push up without assistance, stop and go back a couple steps. Go ahead and push up into a bridge. Hold for as long as you can. It is totally okay if you have to readjust your body. And don't forget to rock out your back. Great job, guys. You did it. Novato Gymnastics thanks you. Bye.